Between Brush Street and I-375 part of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard. Good set. Good team. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On first down, Way, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field.
Between run and pass, but in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stopping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hurry! 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Wild Bill. Jack! 32! Switch.
Throwing again. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 92 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Real right, 22. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 40
Stafford now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
I got it. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Stafford on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike, 55. Mike.
Back to throw. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Watch it. And middle.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And middle. 41. I'm going to wedge that, huh? Ricky. Mike 41.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, 54. Mike 55.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Silver.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the screen. Hey, Red. 41 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, kid.
From the 29, Stafford is complete to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Blue 60. 55. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set. 180.
Check 55 to Mike. In your face.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Whitney merciless. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 16-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, 280. Watch the slap.
Throwing is Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A A 16-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Watson going to give this one to Miller. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And the Texans first down.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run on first down. Wade, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. Escapes the defender.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Texans.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go, deep tight.
On first down, it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, give me radar. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
I'm scared. 41's the mark.
Now Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll field this at the 5. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Set. 19.
They'll run on first down. Way. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Watson with a give to Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set. 19. 51. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. DJ Reader able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Play action. Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Hey, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Houston.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself.
Intended for his running back out of the backfield. Darius Slay on the coverage.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Check right. 528.
Throwing again is Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
A gain of 29 yards. First down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Watson to throw on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Easy. Check the call. 22.
Now it's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Under 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Way. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Way. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Way. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Agnew now to return. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Stafford now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Stafford. James has got it, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 3 buds, 3 buds. Alert! Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey. 55, Mike. Zero. Rabbit. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
One last throw here for Stanford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Houston, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.